Hi, we will see in this session Excel functions. In Excel, there are two things. One is Excel formulas, which we just type by pressing is equal to sign and then multiplying or subtracting or adding certain cells to each other. Those are formulas. There are Excel functions which are being used for calculating number of things. So today we are going to see Excel functions. As we can see the Excel sheet here, we have some data about cars. Now if you see in column A here, some cars are given to you. The car names are there like Mazda RX-4, Mazda RX-4 WAG, Datsun, Hornet, Hornets Sportabout, and we have Merc 240D, Merc 230D, Merc 280, Merc 280C, etc. All these cars information is given to us. Now what information we have? In column B, we have MPG, that is their miles per gallon. In column C, we have their cylinder information, the number of cylinders installed in that car. If we see cylinder information is either 6-cylinder cars, 4-cylinder cars, or 8-cylinder cars. And column D, you have AM, that is automatic or manual, where 1 is manual and 0 is automatic. So in front of the cars where 0 is written, it is automatic, and in front of the cars where 1 is written, it is manual. So from this, we are going to see some of the Excel functions. What are these Excel functions? You can see in column E here, I have enlisted them. Like you have sum if s, average if s. Now you may think, are there only 6 functions in Excel? No, there are hundreds of functions in Excel. So we may be using Excel functions for a number of reasons at number of points. But the examples of Excel functions that I have taken here are the 6 examples. How to use the Excel functions, we will see this. Now suppose I want to use sum. So I will come to this F column in front of sum. I will press Fx near the formula bar, and now there are select a category. You can see here most recently used. I don't want to use any of them. Probably I want to search the function. So I'll go for search for a function. I will delete whatever is written there and I will type sum. I will press OK. So I have here first option below this is sum. I select this, I press OK, and now sum window is open in front of me. Now this sum, what sum I want to make? Sum means the total. What total I want to make? Suppose I want to make the total of all the miles per gallon of this car data. Makes no sense, but yes, we will try to make the total of all the MPGs. So in the number, I will give the range of all the total starting from Mazda RX-4 MPG to the end. So while to go to the end, I will press Shift, Control and down arrow. So entire range is selected and I will press OK. I will press OK. Okay, so here I got the total of all the miles per gallon, all the miles per gallon. Proceeding ahead, we will do the total of probably we'll do the total of cylinder and AM. So if you do the total of cylinder here, so you will write, you will press Fx, go to sum, OK, select entire range of cylinder and press OK. So the total of cylinder is to 198. Okay. Similarly, we did the total of MPG. The total of all the MPG is 642, etc. But now the same total we can do by giving the range name. Range name. So here we will see one additional thing, that is a range name. So whenever I select all the MPGs by shift control and down arrow, this entire range, I want to name this range something. So I can right click here, second last option, define name, and this small window is open. I will define the name of this as MPG and OK and OK. So this entire cell, this entire range, if you see here, you have here name box on the left hand side of this formula bar. You can see this entire range is called as MPG, miles per gallon. So now if I want to make the total of or the sum of this MPG, I can either use the function here, sum, OK, and in the numbers I will just type MPG and press OK. So now Excel knows that MPG means the data from B2 cell B2 to cell B33. That's what I have given the range as. We can give range to the CYL also. So I have selected C2 to C33. Now there is one more way of giving the range name, that is go to the name box and in the name box type CYL and enter. Now Excel knows this range is known as CYL. You can see the name box here, you will find the CYL. Now you want to make the sum of cylinders, you can go to the sum, press OK, and here in the number you type CYL. Excel knows that the CYL is C2 to C33 and it will give you the same total. Same total. Similarly, I will give range name to the AM also, automatic manual, through the name box, AM, enter. Now I have given total of, I have given the name to each range, that is MPG, CYL and AM. And using this I can make the total, So we have seen this sum. Now there is a sum if. What is sum if? Sum if is conditional totaling. So by putting a condition, we will make the total. For example, if we want to make the total of all these cars MPG, miles per gallon, but not all cars, but the cars having, let's say, 4 cylinders. Total of MPG of the cars having 4 cylinders. For that, we will use the function sum if. So I will again type sum and go. I'll have the second function available here is sum if. I'll press OK. So now it is asking me the range and criteria, and last is sum range. Here in the sum if, the third option asked is sum range. So it is Excel is asking you what sum you want to make. So I will give the sum of MPG here. I want to make the sum of MPG. What is the condition? CYL, the range is CYL, and criteria is that 4. What does it mean? Make the sum of MPG having cylinders 4, having 4 cylinders. So I press OK. We can see here 293.3. We get the sum of all MPGs or cars having 4 cylinders. If you make the total of let's say make the total sum if, make the total of MPG of the cars having cylinders, let's say 6, and press OK. Now there are only 3 types of cylinders, 4, 6 and 8. So let's do the total of cars having 8 cylinders. So again take sum if, make the sum of MPG, range is a cylinder having 8 cylinders, and press OK. Now I have made the total of sum of cars having 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders and 8 cylinders. Now, if I just make the total of all these 4, 6 and 8 by a simple sum formula, we can see we are getting the same figure as total MPG. You can see here 642.9 is a total MPG, and we got it is cylinder wise, that is 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders and 8 cylinders. 8 cylinders. That's how we calculate the sum if. Sum if. Okay, we'll do the sum if s multiple condition totaling. That is, now let's say we want to make the total of MPG of cars having 4 cylinders and they are automatic, means 0. They are automatic. Automatic cars having 4 cylinders, the total of that. Let's choose the function. Again, press sum and find it out. Third option, sum if s. Okay. Now here in the Excel, the first thing asked here is sum range. Which sum you want to make? I have given the sum range as MPG. MPG, the first criteria is cylinders. How many cylinders? 4 cylinders. Now second criteria I give AM, automatic or manual. What I want? Automatic, so 0. So I have given here two criterias. One criteria is cylinders, 4 cylinders. Second criteria is automatic, manual, in that automatic. So now this will give me the total of MPG of the cars having 4 cylinders and automatic. I'll press OK. So I got here 68.7, which is the total of the sum of the cars having 4 cylinders and they are automatic. Now you want to make the total of cars having 6 cylinders and automatic. So you can go for it. Sum if, give the range as MPG, give the first criteria is cylinders. How many cylinders? 6 cylinders. Second criteria is AM. Let's say automatic, 0. Okay. So 76.5 is the total of cars having 6 cylinders and they are automatic. Like this, you can have a conditional formatting, conditional totaling. Now we will do here further. After sum if and sum if s, we will see the average. Now suppose we want to make the average of MPG. You have an average function in Excel functions. You can search it in that search box as average. Go. You can see the first option you have is average. So what average? A simple average we want to make. Average is what? The total of all the MPGs divided by number of cars. So let's give the here. Either you can give the range from B2 to B33, or you can type MPG here because we have given a range name here, MPG. So it will give you an average 20.090625. If you want to decrease the decimal, keep the cell selected and go here in the ribbon. You can see here in the ribbon decrease decimal. You can increase the decimals or decrease the decimal. So we will decrease the decimal to, let's say, 2 digits. So we have 2 decimals here. And similarly, if we want to make the average of, you can select the average from most recently used now, and you can make the average of CYL, that is cylinder. You can see 6.1875 is the average of cylinder. So this is how the simple average you make, that is the total of all the cylinders divided by number of cars or number of items here. Now average if is a conditional average. Conditional average. So again go to FX, select or search average, go. You have a third option here, average if. Okay. Similar thing in average if also, the average range is asked at the third place in the window. So I will give average range is MPG. I want to make the average of MPG of the cylinders of the cars having, let's say, 4 cylinders. Cars having 4 cylinders. So you can see you can reduce the decimal to, let's say, 2 to 26.66 is the average MPG of the cars having 4 cylinders. You can do the average of 6 cylinders manually also. How to do that also I'll show you, which you can do in the sum if also. You can just select this 26.66, control C, and you can control V or paste in the cell beside this. And you can see in this cell, just go to this G10. We will see here average if cylinder 4 mpg. So if I want 6 cylinders, I can go to the formula bar, and in this place of 4, I delete 4 and type 6 and enter. Now Excel is giving me the average of cars, average of mpg having 6 cylinders. If I want further 8 cylinder, I can control and paste it the cell beside, go to the formula bar, and instead of 6, I type 8 and enter. So I got the average of car having average of MPG of cars having 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, and 8 cylinders. Similar we will do in case of average if S. Select the average, search the average if S function, which is a fourth function in the category selected average. Okay, now again it is asking you the average range. So I give MPG. I want the average MPG of the cars having, let's say, 4 cylinders, and the second criteria automatic and manual. Here I give manual, which is 1. So average range is MPG. Give me the average MPG of the uh, cars having 4 cylinders, that is first condition, and second is which are manual, because I have put 1 here. I just press OK. So you can see this is the average MPG of the cars having 4 cylinders and they are manual. Now similarly, if you want to, you can just control C and control V this in the side cell. And now we want the average of MPG of the cars having cylinder 4. Instead of 4 cylinder, if you want 6 cylinders, you can just delete 4, press 6 and enter. You have average of MPG of car having 6 cylinders and they are manual. Suppose you want automatic, so you can control C and control V this in the side cell, and just go to the formula and change this number 1 to number 0 and enter. Now you have a average of cars, average MPG of the cars having 6 cylinders and which are automatic, which we can see in the formula. Like this, you have multiple ways of uh, we have multiple ways of using the Excel functions.